Our sacred Kroxigors, holy KROX, level in patch 6.3.3. Be glad there isn't a sacred Minotaur unit, or my puns would get even worse. Yes, I covered the borderline broken blessed version because it's new, but let's go over the base model because it's a key component to Nakai's campaign and you want to know if it can punch above its weight. Yes, you do. Recruited for 1,250 gold and 313 upkeep. On Ultra Scale, this brings you 16 crocodiles on 2 legs with 8,992 health between them. That's 832 health above regular Kroxigors. Armor is 100, and on the ordinary model, nope, nothing like a shield. Missile resistance 15% helps a bit. Leadership 75 is very solid. Speed 46 and charge speed 78 means it's not one bit less speedy than the regulars. Melee attack 38 carries magical attack with every blow, which is actually fairly rare in the faction, and this means this is an elite demon smacker. Attack interval 4 is as standard. Splash Jacket size medium means Empire Knights on down and not anything larger, with a maximum of targets damaged of 3. This is the Ogre standard, not the regular Kroxigor standard. Therefore, the damage is more focused, and more likely to kill entities than damage them as the battle proceeds, but is also less good at finishing heavily damaged entities off. Melee defense begins at 32, same as the other model. Weapon strength 120 is split base 36, and armor piercing 84, with no bonus versus infantry or versus large for that matter. Charge bonus is 26, and mass is 1400. Considered a siege attacker, this unit has hide in forest, causes fear, the Kroxigor trait for spawn kin purposes, which even in its base form gives plus 10% weapon strength to the Kroxigors when within 35 meters of Skink Bros. Predatory fighter for a temp boost when enemies are fleeing near it. Primal instincts for stronger last stands, and predatory senses means they can sniff out hidden units. Sorry, Eshin Manigan. Yes, I'm still going there. In the redline skills, Sacred Guardian at 3 pips gives melee attack plus 6 and melee defense plus 6, but let's stop for a moment. 1 pip gives melee attack plus 4. If you're using a lot of Kroxigors, as in, you play Nakai, you might want to toss at least that 1 point this way. Spawn Kin, the skill, grants rank 7 and up Sacreds, leadership plus 5, melee defense plus 5, and missile resistance another 15%, shoring up numerous potential shortcomings at once. In the tech tree, and yes, this is the normal Lizardmen one still, sequence of Guardian spawning grants plus 2 recruit rank, Hardened Scales gives armor plus 10 and unit mass plus 10% for deeper charges, Innate Zeal adds speed plus 10% and flips you to Enhanced Spawn Kin for plus 5 melee attack when active, sequence of the Kroxigor gives weapon strength plus 10% and charge bonus plus 10 flat. So what was 26 becomes 36. 36 is not a figure to be ashamed of. So how do we use the Sacred Kroxigors? This has been the subject of a years-long running debate with my commenters. Since there is no bonus versus infantry or large, melee attack 38, well, that's where it is today, it's not garbage. But people don't feel it's enough. At all. Final build for Warhammer 2 had melee attack 36 and melee defense 26, so things have been tightened up a little. But by all means, you're expected to abuse the hell out of the redline skills if you want this to get good for you. There's also the Spawn Kin mechanic, which is new, but also isn't particularly hard to use. So it's more like, why wouldn't you abuse the redline skills? Setting aside veterancy increases, magical attack with melee attack 44 and melee defense 38 on monstrous infantry at rank 0, that alone is good. Weapon strength 132 when Skink Bros are nearby without any technologies or even in multiplayer. That's also not weak. It's more focused damage, so when it connects, it's going to hurt, and a little dose of fear helps create snowballing, because by default, Saurus do not generate fear, so they help Saurus Bros too. Basically, most of the angst against them was what the Blessed unit addresses. It's an even higher value unit, so it will get shot and focused down, compared to even regular Kroxigors. That's why you abuse tricks like layering with infantry, but basically you have to know what really needs a beating. Nothing that has physical resistance likes to face these, be they rat ninjas, dark elves in a state of minimal clothing, or demons in pretty pink and blue colors. To go from tolerating sacred Kroxigors to loving them, you have to see the narrower splash and the lack of size specialization as assets, not negatives. They hit hard enough that any kind of bonus to hit, or debuff to the enemy, tends to have outsized benefit to your side. If they connect, an enemy single entity will feel it. That means they fit a lot better with forces with magic ready to assist in a pinch, or to punish giant blobs that are taking too long to kill. Sacred Kroxigors are brute force with a touch of anti-demon finesse. They are the epitome of shock troops, and if I can offer any other advice, it's that charge bonus 26 base isn't a joke. So if you're having a hard time, yes, pull them out and charge them in elsewhere again. Otherwise, just trust that they'll whittle the enemy down over time. They're not perfect, but they pack a punch. Take care, and have fun being the bully on the block.